Good morning. Um, well, this is Andy from Breakout. I've decided to go live today with the camera. Why not? Adds a bit of amateurism to it, doesn't it? If you ever wanted to know how to do this, I'm a bit of a gamer. I like streaming. There's a bit of software called OBS that enables you to either screen record and have other features into it, like the camera, and as well as the ability to stream, so you can stream online to various services such as YouTube, Twitch, and things. So OBS, I'll put a link in the description so you can download and install it. From what I've seen, the first time I've installed it, probably done it wrong, but it seems to be working alright. So, following on from sort of video I did yesterday, I want to talk about a couple of other things that have sort of my experiences and things like that have worked for us, worked for our customers, and so I want to touch on this piece of software that I found. So we generally use WordPress for our websites. We basically we come up with solutions for clients. I like to use only ones that I've personal experience of. I don't like to use stuff that I haven't used before. Mainly because I don't want my customers to have to suffer the same fate of testing and trialing and it not working. So what I generally do is try and use something that works for me, and then push it out and say, look, this is available, this is available. So for bookings, so we're at now, so we generally use WordPress. WordPress is a platform where you can build your own website. The content you build within it is yours. You can go to wordpress.com directly and buy hosting. Also, you can also buy hosting through us at Breakout, but you can also buy it from various other sources. So the point I'm trying to make is that a WordPress website is yours to keep. It's not something that's built for another platform like Wix or GoDaddy who use their builders, because you can't transfer that website anywhere else. It has to stay where it is. Whereas WordPress, you can move hosts as and when you want to freely. That's the benefits of it, as well as being flexible and adaptable and supported by various and many other companies. Now, what I want to touch on today is, so the problem is, do you have a problem? Do you have you need a solution where you need clients to book events with you directly and you get paid directly? Do you need to run classes? Do you have a salon? Do you have a service based in business where you've got to sell slots for various employees? Say, for example, you're a hairdresser, you have to sell various slots for employees throughout the day, and that can be on various different levels. Or do you run excursions or one-time events? So do you have once a year, do you have like a big event that you want to run? You want to put it on your website and you want to take the money directly for it. Now, there are obviously other companies out there that use it for like one-offs. This is quite a good solution. Now, this is quite a good solution for ongoing as well as the one-offs. Now, the reason I say that is the cost basis of it. Now, the costing of it is basically you pay as you use it. So you only pay per each booking that people make through that platform. So it can sit there on your website quite happily without being used and not cost you a penny. So only when people book or you run an event, they charge a booking fee on top of that platform. Now, that booking fee starts at 5%, I believe. Please contact Rezgo, because obviously they'll give you, sometimes they'll give you a better deal, but 5%, I've had it down to 2.5%. But yeah, just speak to them, and I'm sure the people there have been really helpful for me and look, our clients, and yeah, they'll bend over backwards to help. So please speak to them. So 2.5%. So when a customer books via the platform, it costs. It basically charges that you can pass the charge on to the customer, so you don't even have to pay it at all. So this software can run completely free. So you can add a 2.5% or 5%, whichever one you get, onto the customer's booking fee. So they have their, like say for example, class £10 plus 2.5% booking fee, and they pay that. Now, again, there's pros and cons with that. I think it's quite a standard thing now in the market that people do expect a booking fee, but that's kind of, where they get their money, and I think it's quite important to know that before we go ahead. Beauty of Rezgo is that you don't even need a website. If you have a WordPress website or any other website, you can integrate what they call, as long as they support shortcodes or quick codes, you can import certain elements of Rezgo into your own website or own branded website. So if you already have a website and it's hosted with another platform, let me know. I'll see if it works. I can always test it and just say, yeah, that works. We can use that. Or possibly look for other solutions. But even if you don't have a website at all, this will host it for you. Now, it's free to set up an account. So this is the website. So Rezgo.com. I'll put the details in the description. So you've got obviously book a demo and user login. So I'm going to log into the platform. First, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So thank you, Vicky, but I'm going to use Bear Hill Lakes. Bear Hill Lakes is a customer that approached us that wanted to have a booking system for open water swimming. We originally tried to use Square. It wasn't successful for various reasons. It caused a bit more admin than we wanted, really. So we moved over to this. Square wasn't really built for running events. It could do it, but it just didn't. It just wasn't there. So we obviously integrated Rezgo into this. So Vicky's been using Rezgo for quite a long time now. She's probably up to about a year of using it. And so far so good. She's enjoying using it. It's a lot more easy for her, and there's certain elements that she wanted that had it built into the system. So she runs an open. She basically has a lake where she pays people to. Well, she doesn't pay them; they pay her to jump into a lake. So that's what they do. And so obviously she has a certain amount of slots because we have to have health and safety. You have to have so many positions that are available or openings available per day. So we've got to make sure people are safe. They jump in any time of year. Just mad. So if we click on book, we can see that we've got, she passes the booking fee over to each customer. But you can see the various products listed. And I like the way it lists them. It looks quite professional. It's quite clear. So you can see that she runs the Yoga and open water swimming package, a paddle boarding, and open water swimming. So if I have a look at open water swimming, just to keep it simple. So click on more details, and you can scroll up and you can add various things. So for example, a description of what the event is, things to bring. So what do you need to bring if you're going to go and chuck yourself in a lake? Rules, check-in times, don't you must arrive 15 minutes so you get a briefing, stuff like that. Cancellation policy in there, and obviously she's allowed customers to leave reviews, so that's quite good. So people can leave customer reviews based on their experiences. Now that's it. So she obviously has them on certain days a week. So you can obviously select your day, and then obviously select if you're having an adult and a child. That's there, and then obviously it has a little map there that tells you where the lake is. So you can add to order, and you can see obviously you're ready to book. You can also offer promo codes to customers. So for example, you want to do a 10% off deal on social media, you could obviously put 10% off code, send it out on social media, and they can enter that there and get that 10% off. So once you click checkout, it takes you over to so who's the booking contact, so who the person is, last name, first name, and email. Now, because of what they do, they wanted certain elements that required to be there, and that would be the emergency contact name. So you fill in the details of each person you've got going there, so health and safety regulations, and the emergency contact number. All right. So you fill all that in, and you hit continuous payment. I can't do that because obviously without paying. But it also does is it sends a waiver to the customer. So basically, it sends out an informational form to each of those people in the email, or the party leader to do it all for them, and basically saying, "Do you confirm? Blah, 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 you're safe to swim? Can you swim? Blah, blah, blah. You haven't got any health conditions that we need to know about," and then they sign basically to say that. Now they can sign for each booking session they do, but you can also monitor that on the app at the other end. There's a Rezgo app, which which is the beautiful thing about it, is there's an app on your phone where you can literally sit there and go, all right, yeah. And so whilst you're sat there at the lake, they can sit there booking people in, and see that they've signed their waivers. If they haven't, you can get them to sign it there. So you can go, sign waiver, hand it over, and then they can sign it. So perfect for that. But even if you don't use waivers or not, the booking system itself is simplistic. They do use QR code tickets as well, so email's a QR code ticket. So you could be the when you go to fancy shows and they scan your QR code as they come in, you can do that as well. So for volume, obviously for the 10s or 20s, it's probably not important. But for anything like larger than that, you can use the QR code system to book people in. So that's Rezgo front end. That's the Rezgo front end for customer facing. You can also see that this is what I was saying to you about earlier at the top here, bearhillrakes.rezgo.com. So you can just have no website at all, and the booking system and the products would be there ready for you to book. It's entirely up to you. But for SEO purposes and to maintain a presence, I would recommend having a website and then having this added onto it. That way you retain ownership of stuff. Because what you don't want obviously is your website being known as .rezgo.com going forward, and obviously it just doesn't look very good, especially if you want to move away from Rezgo or you want to do something else. You lose your presence. So always try and use a website. But if costs are important to you, and obviously that's an issue, then obviously you can do it this way. All right. So that's that. So we're going to go have a look at the back end. So we're going to log in. Hope it doesn't show my password. Hoping I still know the password. I do. So this is your booking in. So you can sort of see that a bit of a dashboard. So how many bookings we've had. We only use it for our Canva workshops. Check them out, by the way. They're very good. We use it for meeting room hire. So you can use it for hire of meeting rooms and various other things. So it's quite flexible in what it can do. I'll just show you briefly how it works. So you've got obviously your bookings, so you can see your calendar. I won't click on it because I don't want to show people's names that obviously booked on course because this is a live system. So calendar, you can see daily manifest, so you can look at each day, so who's booked on for each day, and obviously see who's there and see who's signed their waivers if you're using a waiver system. You can also sell products within it as well, so you can sell physical products, so like a bottle of water or a cap with your logo on it. You can have it as a shop as well, so it is really flexible. Inventory, so this is where we set up our packages. So if we click on packages, and I don't have any, is it inventory? Sorry, just click on inventory at the top. This is a live demo, as you know. Say for example, we've got our Canva workshop. So Canva for beginners, 2 days. Is that one live? That one's live, I think. Yeah. So we click that. So we can see that what it looks like, what options we've got. So we've got an adult option, booking option, and we've got obviously the overview, tickets for each group member, and obviously a logo there. So we can obviously edit that, and we can change the location of it, which actually we need to because it's not there. It is at spaces long. There we go. So apologies if you've turned up to the wrong place for your Canva course, because I haven't updated that. But the beautiful thing of being live, eh? But I'd rather that. I'd rather you see an honest sort of video than me as all polished and stuff like that, as if I've ever been polished. You can obviously add highlights in. When you saw the front end of it, and you saw obviously the little drop downs, that's where you add them in. So the more information in there, the drop down appears. So if it's no information in there, the drop down isn't there. But if you add that information in, it's there. So you can have pick up locations. So for example, you're going on an excursion, so you can pick them up at the bus. So you can have where you need to be. Drop off location, same thing. Bring wherever you need to bring for the course or whatever. Exclusions, don't know. So you can see there's so much here. You can have tickets for each group member, or you can have one ticket per booking. So for example, one ticket was 5 people and one ticket was X amount of pounds. You can do that, but generally just use for each group member. And then if you want to use a waiver system, you can use that. And then that's it, cross sells. So for example, you're selling a Canva course, but you're also selling a Think on Your Feet in a social media course that ties hand in hand. You could add that in there. So when you look on a website, you have your product, underneath that it says, oh, you might also be interested in, and you can have it on the bottom there. So that's how that works. Yep, so that's that. Once we're happy with save changes, I don't know if I broke it. Oh, I've changed something, because I've changed the location. I better save it then. Right, so that's it. That's the starting price. Here's where we actually edit the tickets and the availability. So here we can edit. We can add other options. So we can have adult option, child option, various things for each individual person. So adult, how long is the course for? 2 hours. Advanced options, you can just use a deposit system. How many maximum amount of guests can be booked in a single booking, so you can't have someone just go in and book all of them, which obviously would be lovely. Daily availability, how many slots are available? I think we've upped that now to 4, maybe. I'll go 3. I'll get in trouble for that, you know. So we only have 3 slots on our Canva course to keep it personal. And excuse the cat. I forgot to warn you at the beginning of this video. Disclaimer: there is a cat here, and she does cry a lot. She's a bit needy. Let's see if I can. Oh, just bumped her head. There you go. So this is Bonnie, the breakout cat that ended up in my hands, didn't we? Eh? She has a little heat mat next to me, so she sits on that to keep warm. So, right, so that's that. So you can have daily availability. So, for example, you've got certain days that you want to run the course on. So, specifically for this one, we would do. But you can have open availability. You can have it every day between 9 and 5. People can just book. So it's flexible, and it depends on what you want. Resource availability, that would be something like the resource is like the meeting room or the event venue. It might be, or it's a person. So, for example, you've got Farley would run the course. Say, for example, you had Nisha running the course as well. So it'd be based on their availability. So if they've got 3, they've met a fill out, and then it allows people to book for the other. Does that make sense? But generally use daily availability. How many check-in time? So if you want to set a time of what the time we've got to be there beforehand, we don't. Booking cut-off, so 1 day before event, so they can't book the previous day. To be honest, I want to change that because that's better. Cancellation, so how many hours before the event or days or whatever can they cancel, which leave blank so they can't. Available on specific days, so this is where you select, you can have a seat on a single day, just 1 day, 1 event, that's it. Or if you're having it regular, which we do for this, we can select the days that we're going to run the course. Obviously all these are expired now, so but yeah, that's what we do. So we just add them in. So as and when we got the new dates for the course, we'll just click on, this is the beauty of it again. All right, we need to run a course now for next week. So, okay, we'll just click and add the date in. That's it. So that's that. Fixed prices, the pricing type. You have daily prices, so you can fluctuate on the day. So if you book on the Tuesday, it's £5. If you book it on the Friday, it's £10. It's not £10. That's that. And price group, adult, required. So adult is required to be there, especially for the swimming thing. So when you can't have a child book on without an adult present. So we always have an adult required. But that's what that's for. SKUs, if you're accounting systems, what does it mean now? Something like that. It's basically a specific code to do your business, like barcodes. So when you sell the product, it goes to your account system, the product is the same. Yeah. I'm not a bookkeeper. It's Farley's bag. So £60, and then obviously you can set your minimum age ranges, so you can say minimum of 18. Again, for the swimming, we do that. So that's that. You can also add in pricing bundles. So for example, if they booked that, or 3 places, they get 3 bog off, buy 1 get 1 free, or something like that. You can add that there, so you can have pricing bundles. So if they select 2 people, they get the third free. That's that. And then line items, so you can sell other items to go with it. So if you go to our Canva course, you are required to buy a breakout hat. Not that we've got any, but you could add that on there. So as they go through, for example, with the swimming or the paddle boarding, that would be a line item because they're going to sell their paddle board. Not sell it, but hire it. You know what I mean. Information. What do you want to know about the customer when they book? Now you can have this as optional. Ask for name only, or you can actually select. Excuse me, this is live. Or you can select whether you want to have no information at all. But I generally require name and contact info. It's especially good for your MailChimp, your mail shots, other mail shot software is available. But you can use it for that, and obviously gather a database, so you can obviously mail shot people and stuff. Additional fields of booking, so you can add other forms, so you can add, like, if you want to know a bit more about them, say if you want to know how long you've been learning Canva for, like, what do you know, what's your past experience, so you can add a custom form onto that, so when they book, they've got to fill in the other information. Email alerts, so if you want to let anyone know, so when someone books and you want to let somebody else know that someone's booked, you can fill that in there. So, for example, Farley's running the course, I want to email Farley when they're on books, so I'll just add that email address in there and I'll just send them an email. Alright, that's it, hit save, and that's it. So all we do is make sure we click publish, but it's already published, but if it's every time you create a new one, it's unpublished, so it doesn't appear, and then you publish it on the website. And that's it. So that's Rezgo as a whole. It has lots of features. It is a game changer, certainly for running one-off classes, as well as regular bookings, depending on your budget. I found it really useful. There are a lot of companies, if you look at their website, that use it for excursions, and they've just been really good to us. And I'm really a big fan of the Rezgos. If you wanted to add how you add that into the website, so if you type in Rezgo shortcodes, you have to add, if you're using a WordPress website, you have to add the plugin to your website, so you have to download the plugin, which is available on the website, download that, install that into WordPress, and then you just use the shortcodes. So there are various different shortcodes that you can use, so if you just want to embed all your tours or all your packages on one page, then you use that. You just copy and paste that shortcode into your shortcode box, HTML box, whatever you use on WordPress, and that will then display all your. That's how easy it is. You just add one line of text in, no coding or nothing weird. You can also, if you select tags, so if you tag certain inventory to be certain things, so for example, our Canva course, so that would be a workshop, but we also had meeting room hire. We could use a tag for hire and a tag for workshop. Then we can only show, when we click on the workshop page, I don't want to show all my event, my meeting room booking, because it's pointless. I only want to show the workshop. So you just change that, whatever tag you've called it, to be the workshop, and then that will just show workshops on your page. So that's it. It's a bit of a whistle stop store. I'm rubbish with my sayings. I said yesterday on the video yesterday, throw your dummies in the corner. No, that's not right. Whistle stop store. I just get in touch with me, Andy, the nerd, at Breakout. You can email us at hello@breakoutlongmelford.co.uk, and we're happy to answer any questions. I'll put all the links in the description below, but check it out. It's a really good bit of software. All right, we do have an affiliate link if you want to click that and then purchase through that for Rezgo, because we're an affiliate partner. Useful for us. We don't earn a lot out of it, but it's just another little thing that they've given us to sort of help sell their product. I don't do that. I don't do it because I get money out of it. I do it because I like it and it works. And the less headaches it caused me, the more I love it. And this is perfect for that. All right, and this is why I use Rezgo. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.